Jordan has 13 toy cars and 10 toy trucks. So let's look at that. We know that Jordan is our character, and Jordan has 13 is the number, toy cars is the object. And there's an important math vocabulary word, and 10 is the number, toy trucks is the object. So again, Jordan has 13 toy cars and 10 toy trucks. How many toys does Jordan have? How many toys? Toys is what they're looking for. They want to know how many toys. They don't want to know exactly which type. They want to know how many toys does Jordan have all together. Now we know we saw the word and, which means what? If I'm bringing two numbers together, am I comparing? Am I comparing my toy cars to my toy trucks? No. Minus to minus compares. Gus the plus shares. So that means I'm going to be adding my toy cars and my toy trucks all together because they want to know, they're asking how many toys does he have all together. So let's start with the first part. Our first part says that he has 13 toy cars. So let's write down the number 13. When you look at the number 13, how many tens do you see in 13? Look at your tens place. If you said 1, you are right. There is one group of 10 in 13. One group of 10. And I know by looking at place value that 13 has one group of 10. Now when I look at the ones place, how many ones in the number 13? Look at your ones place. If you said 3, you are right. There are 3 ones in the number 13. So I'm going to take my 3 ones cubes. 1, 2, 3. And now I can see I have 13 toy cars. But am I done? No. I still need to add my toy trucks. And I know by looking at the question that Jordan has 10 toy trucks. And when we look at the number 10, how many tens in the number 10? How many groups of 10 in the number 10? If you said 1, you are right. There is one group of 10 in the number 10. And how many ones do you see in the number 10? Look at your ones place. If you said 0, you are right. There are 0 ones in the number 10. So now that we have our 2 parts on the math mat, how many toys does Jordan have? Now we want to bring them together. So we know that one part is 13. So I'm going to write 13 on my addition sentence. We have plus because the word and we know we're bringing our 2 parts together because I want to know how many toys are all together. So we have Gus the plus, and then we're going to write 10 because 10 is our second part. 10 is how many toy trucks Jordan has. But we have our equal sign, which means is. So 13 plus 10 is what? To solve this, we can look at how many tens we have. First, I have one group of 10 from 10, but I'm going to also take my one group of 10 from 13. How many tens do you see now? How many tens, groups of 10s do you see all together? If you said 2, you are right. 1, 2. So I'm going to write the number 2 in the tens place because there are 2 groups of 10. And 2 tens makes what number? What does 2 tens mean? 2 tens makes 20. You can figure that out by counting by tens. Ready? 10, 20. 2 groups of 10 makes 20. But for now, I'm just going to write 1 and 2. So if I have 2 groups of 10, which makes 20, and I want to add 3 more, because I have to add my ones from 13, because 10 had 0 ones, so we don't have to worry about adding any ones from 10, but 13 had 3 ones. So what I'm counting up, if I start from 20 and I count up 3 times, what number does that make? I know there's 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to write 3 in the ones place. So 3 more than 20 makes 23. And you can also count by knowing that this is 20, this 10, 20, and then 20 plus 3, 20, 21, 22, 23. So Jordan has 23 toys.